The Bold and the Beautiful Wednesday, January 29 recap. Story of Luna's conception, Finn's first time with Poppy. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Wednesday, January 29, reveals that Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, complained to Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, about the chaotic life she had growing up with Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, as her mother. Although Poppy named her Luna because she loved her daughter to the moon and back, Luna wondered how that could be true when Poppy kept her father a secret. Poppy always insisted they only needed each other, but Luna's life had obviously been affected by not having answers about her dad. Even now, Luna was convinced that Tom Starr, Clint Howard, wasn't her true father. At Il Giardino, Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, met with Jack Finnegan, Ted King, and got another apology for his mistakes with Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. Jack assured Lee that he still loved her and hoped for forgiveness someday. Lee felt it was her turn to apologize since she jumped to the wrong conclusions by assuming Jack had an affair with Poppy and that he got her pregnant. Jack had sympathy for Lee and the pain she must have felt believing that all these years. After Jack took Lee's hand, they shared a tender moment. At one point on Wednesday's B&B episode, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, popped up and suggested John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, would be happy to see his parents together like this. At the hospital, Finn called Poppy and summoned her to his office since he didn't want to get into this topic over the phone. Once Poppy arrived, Finn talked to her about all the Luna paternity drama that just played out with Jack and Lee. Poppy insisted there was no need for Finn to worry about her since he was busy with his career and family. After Finn reflected on the moments with your kids that you can never get back, he said it'd be devastating to miss those. Finn pointed out that not having father answers may have put Luna on a terrible path. The doc also brought up Tom's letters and wondered if Poppy returned them because she knew he wasn't Luna's father. Poppy got nervous and questioned why Finn was grilling her, but he said she knew why. That led to some talk about how Poppy used to join Finn on the roof when they lived with Jack and Lee. Poppy reflected on how they talked until the sun came up and suggested she'd never been able to confide in anyone like that before. One night, Finn and Poppy couldn't help themselves, so they hit the sheets in Finn's room. Finn acknowledged that his first time was with Poppy and suggested there was nothing wrong with it since he was of age and adopted. However, Finn ultimately said he came to realize how wrong it was in retrospect. After Finn noted that Poppy changed his life, she admitted he changed hers as well. Finn said that's what concerned him as he brought up Poppy's pregnancy and how she claimed there was no way the baby was his. Poppy had taken off and mostly kept Luna away from Finn after that, so he wanted the truth. If there was any chance that Luna belonged to him, Finn felt he needed to know. Finn angrily pushed an emotional Poppy to give it to him straight and asked if he was Luna's father. Our predictions hint that Poppy will break down and spill soon enough, so stay tuned for updates on the paternity news and all the shockers to come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Finn's life may change forever once Poppy offers confirmation. Wednesday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful delivered jaw-dropping revelations as the tangled history of Luna's conception was finally unearthed, and Finn was forced to confront an unsettling memory from his past. Emotions ran high as the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers found themselves entangled in yet another scandalous mystery, leaving viewers gasping at every turn. Poppy's bombshell confession. The episode opened with Luna looking shaken as she confronted her mother, Poppy, in their beachside apartment. The weight of recent discoveries had become too much for Luna to bear, and she demanded the truth about her father. After weeks of cryptic comments and half-truths, Poppy finally gave in. With tears brimming in her eyes, Poppy recounted a fateful night from decades ago, a night she had long kept hidden, even from herself. It was a night of magic, she whispered, her voice trembling, and regret. She explained how she had met a charming stranger at a lavish Forrester party. The connection had been instant, the chemistry undeniable, and after a few too many celebratory drinks, one thing had led to another. Luna, wide-eyed, pressed for more details. Who was this mystery man? Was he someone they knew? As the camera zoomed in on Poppy's conflicted expression, the moment of truth arrived. Poppy revealed that she had spent that fateful night with none other than Finn. Finn's memory resurfaces. Across town, Finn was sitting with Steffi at the Cliff House when he received a frantic call from Luna. Her voice quivered as she begged him to meet her immediately. Concerned, Finn rushed to her location, unaware of the bombshell about to be dropped on him. As Luna faced Finn, the room's atmosphere thickened with tension. "I know this sounds impossible," she began hesitantly, "but my mom just told me that you were together, a long time ago." Finn's brow furrowed in confusion before a flicker of realization crossed his face. He shook his head, trying to make sense of it. "That can't be," he murmured. But as Luna continued pressing, memories started flooding back, hazy but undeniable flashes of laughter, dim lighting, and a beautiful woman in his arms. Steffi, who had arrived just in time to overhear, was utterly blindsided. "Are you telling me you slept with Luna's mother?" she demanded, her voice rising in disbelief. The fallout begins. With Steffi's emotions spiraling, Finn struggled to explain. "I was young," he admitted. "I was at a medical conference in San Francisco. I barely remember that night, but I remember her." The realization hit him like a ton of bricks. Poppy had been that woman. The room fell silent as the gravity of the situation sank in. Luna, on the verge of tears, whispered, "So there's a chance that you might be my father." Finn recoiled. No way. "That's impossible," he stammered. "But was it?" Meanwhile, Steffi felt an all-too-familiar sense of betrayal creeping in. "First Sheila, now this," she muttered under her breath, pacing the room. "How many surprises do you have, Finn?" Bill Spencer caught in the crossfire. As if things weren't complicated enough, Bill Spencer arrived at Poppy's apartment after getting an urgent call. He had been determined to fight for Poppy, but when he walked in and saw her shaken expression, he knew something was terribly wrong. "Bill," Poppy began, her voice barely above a whisper, "there's something I have to tell you." Bill, ever the confident tycoon, folded his arms and waited. Poppy took a deep breath. "I made you believe Luna was yours because I wanted to protect her. But I don't know for sure." Bill's face darkened. "What do you mean, you don't know for sure?" Tears streamed down Poppy's face. "Because there's a chance Finn might be her father." The color drained from Bill's face. "Finn," he echoed, his voice laced with disbelief. "As in Steffi's husband, my son's half-brother." Steffi draws the line. Back at the Cliff House, Steffi struggled to wrap her head around the shocking possibility. If Finn was Luna's father, it would change everything. His entire relationship with Steffi, his dynamic with Luna, and even the Spencer-Forrester alliance. Unable to contain her emotions any longer, Steffi stormed out, leaving Finn chasing after her. "Steffi, wait," he called desperately, but she was already gone, heading straight to confront Poppy herself. Meanwhile, Luna remained behind, feeling more lost than ever. Was she truly about to find out that the man she had looked up to as her friend and mentor might actually be her father? A shocking cliffhanger. Just when viewers thought the drama had reached its peak, a shocking twist unfolded. As Finn sat alone, his mind racing with the implications, his phone buzzed with an incoming message. It was from Poppy. "We need to do a DNA test. Now." Finn exhaled sharply, knowing there was no turning back. In the background, Steffi's car screeched to a halt outside Poppy's apartment. She stormed toward the door, fists clenched, ready to demand answers. As the screen faded to black, one question remained on everyone's minds. Could Finn truly be Luna's father, or was this just another manipulation in a long line of shocking bold and the beautiful twists? Tune in tomorrow as the truth begins to unravel, and the fallout from Poppy's confession sends shockwaves through Los Angeles.